Hey everyone, Crypto Billy here with Billy Goat Tales, and today is another edition of Motivational Mindset. What do I do here? A 5 to 8 minute video. I try to give you a topic that you can think about maybe on your drive to work or whenever you have a pocket of time. Try to give you something to chew on and think about that will help you in your journey of life. Not just your journey of crypto, but your journey of life as well. So today, let's talk about how to have a successful marriage. So many of you know that I've been married for almost 40 years now, 39 years. Been with my bride for 42 years. We dated in 11th grade as high school sweethearts. Been together a long time. Been successfully married for a long time. So I do get questions about what does it take, how'd you do it, and my stock answer for that, before I get into the nuts and bolts, my stock answer is it requires everything you probably don't want to do or you're not good at doing. Marriage requires that. It can be hard at times, but in the end, it's well worth it. It does take a few things that, generally speaking, and I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to because it's my belief. It's not maybe backed by science but I really think men are not really good communicators as compared to women. Have you ever read the book Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus? You can kind of understand what I'm saying in that message there. But the number one thing to be successfully married, the number one thing at the top of the list is communication. Open and honest communication is essential in any relationship, right? For sure, especially in marriage. Take the time to listen. Listen to each other. Communicate. Express your thoughts, express your feelings, and work together to solve any conflicts. I mean, you have to work it out together. And guys sometimes are not good at sharing their feelings. It's just harder. Maybe they're wired that way. I'm not certain. What I'm giving you right now is what it has taken for me to be successfully married for so long. You got to look inward, not outward. You got to have love and respect. You got to show love and appreciation and respect to your partner on a daily basis. It's the little things. It's the small gestures of kindness and consideration. They go a long way. They go a long way. And it forms a lasting bond. So like yesterday, my wife made some shrimp and grits, and I was just, wow, you do such a great job. Like the way you threw this together, it's so flavorful. This is amazing. Part of me that's honest and sincere, and I believe it. But when I was 22, I just sat down and ate, right? I didn't compliment her for that meal. I didn't know to do that. I just didn't know to take those little moments and say thank you. And wow, this is delicious. And you did a great job. It goes such a long way. I would say the next thing would be commitment. For me, my marriage was about holy matrimony. My marriage was about a covenant to God. And when I said that I was going to take care of her in sickness and health and to death do we part, I meant that. And it's a big commitment, right? Now, in this modern age, it's less about holy matrimony, and it's more about just a union and a partnership, and sometimes even it's about getting certain benefits because you're married that you would otherwise not have. I understand that, but a commitment to stay married from the beginning and something you work on every day and talk about when the times are tough is very important. You got to just be willing to work through any challenges, talk about them. Again, back to communication. You work through any difficulties, you work through any any type of issue with just unwavering support for each other. The next thing I would say compromise, and that's a hard one. I would say compromise is very important. Everybody has their certain values and beliefs, and I'm going to list value as one too in a minute, because when you marry somebody with the same values and beliefs, you're already starting on a better foundation than a lot of people. A lot of people that marry people from other cultures have different values and beliefs. There's a big learning curve there, and it takes a lot of patience and learning. So you're starting off on a tougher foundation right from the beginning. But compromise is needed. You got to look inward, and you got to stretch. You just got to stretch. There's going to be differing opinions and preferences for each person, and you got to learn to compromise and find common ground, because it's all these categories, right? Whether it's finances or parenting or lifestyle. Like with my bride and I, we went through K through 12 together. I kind of already knew by 11th grade the kind of person she was, right? So it really helps on that foundation. The next thing I would say would be the values, shared values and goals. So if you have shared values and goals and you establish them together and beliefs, man, it's so much easier. It's just so much easier. Working towards common goals and objectives together as a team strengthens your relationship, and it creates a sense of unity and purpose among you. That's why we do our vision board together. We do that together as a team, as a unit. We have said for, 25 years at least, we're a team. Like, we'll say that to each other. We're a team. We're a team. Because we are a team, and we believe that. And then probably the last thing is quality of time together. You got to make time for each other. You got to do things together. And it doesn't have to be necessarily always going somewhere. I mean, yeah, it's great to go to dinner, do that. It's great to go to a movie, but you don't have to go to a movie every night or every week. Spending quality time. It could be in the yard gardening together. It could be just watching a movie at home on the couch together, giving some quality time to each other. So you're not always buried in crypto, and you're not always just buried in what you want to do and what keeps you happy. If that's you, you need to look inside. Quit blaming everybody else. Look inside. Quit being selfish. You have to be unselfish. Quality of time is huge. Another one I would say is forgiveness. Yeah, they're going to do stuff in marriage. Your partner's going to do things that you're not going to like, and it's going to be hard to forgive some of these things, right? But you got to have forgiveness. You got to practice forgiveness. You got to understand you're in it together. Now, I'm not talking about forgiveness in the standpoint of, they just keep cheating on you and you're going to just be rolled over and forgive. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying little things. You got to practice forgiveness. You got to support each other, encourage each other, help each other. It has to be a team approach. Celebrate with each other's successes and wins. And when you do all this, you're going to have a very successful marriage, just like me, Crypto Billy. So I'm going to go at least another 30 years, I hope, of being married to my bride. Love you guys. Crypto Billy out.